Once again, now taking into account this thing's thrashing around, you twist your hand and the sphere of ball lightning forms in your hand again. You shoot it outward and it streaks out, hits this thing square in the closest thing to a chest it has, and you just see arcs of blue lightning crossing its body. You actually see some of the tentacles on its face fry up and shrivel off as you deal 13 points of lightning damage to it, far more than any of the guards have done so far. And this sudden scent of like burning insects fills the alleyway. It smells like you took a magnifying glass to a cockroach.
What?
We don't need that description, but at the same time, I know what you're referring to.
Alright, how's it going, everyone? This is Gale Gaming, and welcome back to some more of the round tabletop, playing through Waterdeep Dragonheist. First time on Twitch, by the way, so welcome to everyone who happens to catch the stream on here. If you're watching the VOD afterward, thank you for watching. I about said Blake left the Roll20 immediately, but we should be ready to go now. We do have... So Tristan, the person who was originally playing Wylek, he is unfortunately unavailable for tonight. So instead we have ourselves one of my other friends, Caleb, who will be playing a Dwarven Bard.
Hello. That's right, Caleb. You replaced a man. How do you feel?
Yeah, so we have Caleb playing Lamron, and then we have Andrew.
Yo, what's up?
He will be playing the human warlock Soaric. We have Blake.
Yo.
He is playing the human cleric Cyril. We have Gavin.
Hello.
He is playing the half-orc barbarian Zorad. And finally, we have Willow. They will be playing the human wizard Valkyrie. If you are curious about the story up to this point, you can catch the character backstories on my YouTube channel or catch the previous videos up to this point. We're currently on episode 6 of the series, so if you would go watch those, I would greatly appreciate that. But beyond that, let's go ahead and get into tonight's session. So just as a quick recap for anyone who hasn't seen episode 5, the party, after getting their tavern from Bolo, has been taking on various side quests from different factions around Waterdeep. Gavin and Blake, or more specifically Zorad and Cyril, went to the top of a mountain on behalf of Force Grey to speak to a monk and get information from him. In the meantime, they had a little sparring match so the monk could learn a bit more about their fighting styles.
Kicked our ass twice and healed us in between.
Yep, it was very entertaining. But Valkyrie also had some troubling dreams of shattering glass and other sort of skullduggery. And upon waking, found that the shop down the street had been robbed and her bedding had a bag of 50 gold under it with a note saying, "Thank you for your service." And then we also had Blake working with the guard to protect the Dung Sweepers Guild on behalf of the Lord's Alliance. We also have Tristan, who is now unavailable, but he will be doing his side quest off screen. He was given a job by the Harpers to find a talking horse somewhere in the city and get information about possible Zentrum agents. And finally, we had Andrew, who in the first session of the game made a bluff he wasn't realizing he was making, where he said that he was on the side.
Every idiot in the city seems to believe.
He said he was on the side of a Zentrum that he didn't realize was a Zent, and now the Zentrum think he's on their side and have been giving him jobs. So he's been given the job to hunt down a serial killer targeting elves and half-elves in the Harbor District of Waterdeep. So
He rolled high enough on persuasion that they actually think that he is. And now they're conscripting him.
Essentially.
Yeah, they have literally zero form of either basic common sense or the ability to, I don't know, look through their ranks and realize, hey, this guy's actually not part of us. He just came to help us out this one time.
But anyway, last thing is the party as a whole was hired by the carnival ringleader known as Zarost Zord to essentially cater to his upcoming parade for the Liar's Eve, I think is what it was called. I need to look at my notes again. I'm sorry. Here it is. Yes, Liar's Night. Yep. Essentially a Halloween celebration mixed with a masquerade. So the party was hired on to essentially cater the event and make a ton of alcohol. And that's where we left off from last session, with Zaros Zord leaving through the front door as a sort of gout of fire came up behind him. I will say you guys realize very quickly after the fire dies down that it is just another member of his carnival, specifically one of the fire breathers, the people who sort of like take the torch and blow alcohol through it to just make a giant gout of flame.
It's actually gasoline, and numerous fire breathers die yearly.
Yes, but in this setting, gasoline doesn't exist yet, so
Yes.
We can make it exist.
I'm sure you could, especially with an artificer on your side.
Well, especially because, like, our goal is to get all these people attending as drunk as possible. So, like, we gotta make some really strong shit.
Yeah, speaking of, as Zarost leaves, you realize that Wylick has immediately gone down to the basement, and you can just hear sounds of sawing and other various just tinkering sounds coming from the
You
basement.
just hear a power drill just going off in the background.
It seems like he is preparing kegs for brewing booze.
This is off
100%
topic.
alcohol.
This is off topic, but thanks to my sisters, I have glitter stuck to the bottom of my feet.
Good to know.
Was my first client by alcohol poisoning.
It's a great way to go.
All right, but anyway,
I'm drunk.
like I said, that's where we left off. It is currently the evening of the 7th day since you guys have found and sort of rebuilt or not rebuilt, but have started the process of rebuilding the tavern. You guys will be done with the renovations by the end of the night. Is there anything you guys want to do in particular, or?
I don't have anything I can think of.
Not
Wait.
really.
How
I
long,
can't remember anymore.
how long has it been since I've ordered that furniture now?
He said it would be about a 10-day before it was ready. It's been 2 days. You ordered it on the 5th day.
Okay.
I mean, I guess we should probably go solve the. I guess we should probably go solve the dock murders when we get the chance.
You say that so casually.
I mean, hey, I kind of blew it off for a secret meeting with some dude from the Harpers that I've never even met.
We were supposed to go because we had the highest charisma and we knew Tristan would fuck it up, and we still sent him in alone.
Yeah.
Precisely. That is precisely what happened.
Just because Andrew's like, I don't actually want to interact with that guy.
That dude looks like he swallowed a bowling ball covered in grease, and that became his entire personality.
Jesus. That is somehow way too descriptive, and yet leaves way too much to the imagination.
I think that's one of my most creative insults yet. I'm proud of myself.
Oh my
All
god.
of your most creative insults come when you're sleep deprived.
Yeah.
Yes, we should be waking up more early more often.
You wake me up at 8 o'clock at night, I will come and fucking hunt you down, and I will beat you to death. There's no chance of that happening without consequence.
You wake me up
Uh.
the moment the Blake gets off work, I will beat you to death.
You said rotund, and I pictured like Aunt Marge in Harry Potter when he blows her up like a balloon on accident.
Yes.
I love that image. We're getting distracted. Continue.
Yes. So there is the option of going to investigate those murders. You could also just take time to rest within your tavern. Like I said, you guys just finished, or you will be finishing the construction tonight. So it will be in operating condition by the morning. You don't have anything to sell yet, though, so...
Yes, we could, blow the murder of these innocent people off. We'll put innocent in quotes.
Fucking massive quotes, because it's a job from the Zentarim.
Yep.
Okay. I will go along with just because I have the.
I might need everybody in the party, just because if it's a murderer, it might not be just one.
Oh, finally, this is where we're going to get party killed.
Who knows?
Party.
Maybe. If we party, we'll move on to the next campaign, right?
Alright, so what are you guys doing?
He's not gonna dignify that with a response. I mean, I gotta go.
You heading to the dock ward?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm going along with.
So we got Andrew, Blake, Caleb.
I
I
guess
guess so.
I'll go. Not like my character needs to figure out what's going on when she's blacking out anyway.
Yeah, which actually I will say, Caleb, technically speaking, you're not in the story yet, but you will be when they go to the dock ward. Just keep that in mind.
Whatever's canon.
It's your canon event.
I'm like Kobe from One Piece. I just show up every couple hundred episodes.
And you can see how much stronger he gets. It's
So-
like fucking jumping and
All right.
power levels. You go from a dude with a fist to a dude that can blow up an island with a fist.
All right, back to the game. So everyone's going to dock ward?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. In that case, let me go ahead and pull you guys over.
We're just gonna leave Wylick in the basement to work on his shit.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys leave the tavern for the cold autumn air, you can see the sun setting below the horizon. And as you approach the dock ward, a thick mist begins to blow in from the ocean. The entire dock ward itself is shrouded in this eerie fog as you approach it. Your visibility is fairly well reduced, but the lights within the dock ward still pierce through, giving everything this eerie glow. Whoever the fuck just left, get back here.
What? Who threw my fucking token? I can't see anything anymore.
Andrew, stop it.
Oh,
I can't. I'm not on the map anymore.
You're back on the map. This is something they do occasionally, by the way, and I'm sorry for this, anyone watching the stream.
Just throw a fucking token off into the distance.
Yeah, they just chuck it. But anyway, you see a couple of different lights, torches or lanterns piercing through the thick mist, giving an eerie yellow glow to some parts of the streets. You see the tavern that the Zentrum was talking about, a seedy ale house, the sign so decrepit you can't even read the name. Within you can hear the raucous sounds of laughter and celebration. It seems they had a good sailing day, or at the very least, made some money. Before long, you see creeping out of the door a half-elf sailor being supported by a dwarf with a lute strapped across his back as he stumbles forward, clearly completely wasted.
That's just what we need, another drunkard.
I should be clear, the dwarf isn't drunk. The half-elf he's carrying is.
Oh,
Well.
okay.
That is definitely a dwarf token I see right there.
Maybe a little.
Caleb's gonna play a drunkard.
Okay, so maybe the dwarf got a little tipsy. That's up to you, Caleb. But if you would like, you may describe your character.
I'm chaotic good. I don't know. I don't really have a backstory yet. We'll work on it.
Fair enough. You see supporting this half elf like I said, a stout hill dwarf, holding him by one shoulder while creeping forward. The speed somewhat limited by the fact that his legs are so much shorter than the half elves. You see this glorious beard of ginger hair, sort of contrasting with a bald head inscribed with several tattoos. It almost looks like there's different sagas written out in ink. And you can see strapped across his back, just over thick riding leathers, a small lute, seemingly sized for the dwarf himself, seemingly custom made.
Okay, Andrew, that's your cue, because you're always the one that starts when, like, we don't know how.
Hey, Andrew, come fix our issues. We're all socially awkward.
It is technically speaking your job.
It's just pattern recognition.
I walked up to the guy. I sling an arm under his. Pick him up. All right.
Yeah. Oh, you're a strong one, aren't you?
I do not feel comfortable now. That sounded really creepy.
I just need back to my ship. Just take me back to my ship.
Yeah, sure, no problem, man.
So, anybody have any idea what ship is his?
He like very vaguely points north up here.
Ah, yes, descriptive. I don't have the dark vision to see what north is.
Oh, me neither.
I do.
Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
Hey, when you hit level 4, you can take the feat that gives you dark vision. Because you're a caster. You're a dwarf. You'll have like
Yeah,
30 to 60.
Caleb, you have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah.
I guess he and I will walk the elf.
All right, because both of you are assisting with this, I'll say your speed isn't really hampered. But as you're approaching this alleyway, I would like both you and Caleb to roll perception checks.
Oh boy.
I
here we
was
go.
about to say I'm going to head in the general direction while just looking at the area as opposed to helping.
Oh boy.
Oh, well,
That is a dirty 20.
All right, so... And then, Blake, you said you wanted to sort of scout ahead as well?
less scouting, more meandering behind them while looking at the area.
Okay, just give me a general perception check for you as well. But Andrew, when you get right around here, while carrying the half elf, you catch
Yes.
a small sound off to your right. It's very, very subtle, especially through the light rain that has begun through this mist. But it is the telltale sound of a dagger sliding against its sheath.
One moment, I gotta take a look at my spell list real quick.
One moment, allow me to re-familiarize myself with my character.
One moment, let me remember if I have the ability to cast Shatter yet.
Not level 3 just yet, but
Need not worry. I have wonderful-
Okay. So, I'm going to set a reactive cast of
first off, Andrew, you're the only one who currently perceives this. Do you alert
Yeah,
the rest of the party?
I don't say it in words. I kind of just give like a hand wave of, hey,
There's some fuckery going on here.
there be fuckery about. I'm going to draw my short sword because I have that now.
All right.
If it isn't in my inventory because you have to manually input everything in there.
Your short sword isn't done yet. Remember,
Oh,
you,
yeah, never mind.
You commissioned it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
commissioned
okay,
it.
so
He
it's
said
over
it'd be similar to the furniture shop. It'd be about a 10-day.
I don't have it yet.
I,
Anyway.
on the other hand, have a mace.
I cast Eldritch Blast on Blake.
No.
Roll the hit.
All right, guys. Check off friendly fire on the bingo card.
Wait a minute.
I should say as well, for those of you watching on Twitch, check out my YouTube channel. My lovely partner has made a bingo card for this campaign. If you manage to fill out a bingo, you get a shout out in the next episode.
It was all my idea, guys. I'm a genius.
Anyway, I'm going to set a reaction triggered by if they try and jump me to stab this fucker in the face because I'm going to draw my dagger.
Okay. So if anyone tries to attack you, you're going to attack them first?
Yeah, I get a reaction attack.
All right.
I think that's how setting reactions work. I've never used that specific rule before.
Yeah, you can set a reaction like that.
It's
Weird. So with you alerting the rest of the party, does anyone else want to take any precautions too before he advances forward? Currently, all you know is that there's something going on. Andrew waved his hand and then drew his dagger.
I don't particularly have anything other than I, take my mace off my hip and into my hands.
Like just casts Chromatic Orb and just utterly annihilates whatever the fuck's
All
over
right.
there.
I will say, Caleb, I did see you put Blade Ward in the chat. Are you wanting to do that real quick?
I could. Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, it would protect you for 1 round, essentially.
What spells do I have
Let's do
prepared?
it.
All right. As Andrew signals to the rest of the party, draws his dagger, you, even through your slight state of inebriation, realize that something's going on. You sort of hoist the half-elf up onto your shoulder some more and begin tracing out a sigil from one of the stories you remember into the air, and suddenly you feel this energy engulf your body. Seemingly it focuses itself on the kinks in your armor, spots where if a blade hit, it would inflict a lot of damage. It seemingly just gives you a little bit more protection.
Nice.
If I cast shield, it reacts and
So shield is specifically cast upon reaction when getting hit. You can't cast it without a hit triggering it.
yeah, okay.
All right. Anyone else want to take any preparations, or is Andrew stepping forward?
I'm just already.
I don't believe I have anything else I'm capable of doing.
All right. So Andrew, you guys step forward.
Dang it.
Caleb apparently is casting Blade Ward again.
I'm still learning this.
And as you get right here, you see someone charging out of the alleyway toward the person being supported by both you and Caleb's character. This is where, if you want to, you can use your reaction. You mentioned if someone attacked you, it would go off, but I'm going to say that also applies to anyone who gets within melee range. Because he's not attacking you, he's going specifically for the half-elf.
It's time for stab.
Yep, go ahead and roll to hit.
Dagger.
Stabby stab.
19.
Yep, 19, I believe, will hit. Yep.
It fucking better.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking okay, that is just about max.
It's because Hexblade Curse.
Oh, you forgot to take. Okay, it's fine. I can -2 that. So you did 12 damage.
And yeah.
All right. As this guy comes in to slash at the half elf, you see him wielding 2 scimitars. You reach out and stab through the forearm of one of his, basically his left hand. You see him recoil back, and you can almost see a little bit of acid melting away at the edge of the wound as you pull your dagger back. But the individual is still going to take 2 swings. One of them now is going to be at you just out of rage. So
Let's try that again.
all right. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
I don't know if that hits. I believe it does. Yes, just barely.
All right. In that case, you take 5 slashing damage as the blade carves a line right across your chest. You barely manage to dodge out of the way from being cut clean in half, but the tip of it still slices across, getting just underneath your armor, as it leaves a red line going from your right shoulder down to your left rib cage. And then the second attack is going to go at the half-elf. Unfortunately, as he swings at you, because you dodged out of the way and because this half-elf is completely fucking sloshed, he ends up falling backward just out of range of the scimitar coming down. He lands prone, getting knocked back here. And it's at this point that you realize that the attacker appears to be a drow, wielding 2 dual scimitars, cloaked in black leather armor, black hood covering most of his face. As well, I'm sorry.
Kevin, these hands are rated E for everybody. It doesn't matter what race they are. I kick them in the stomach and knock them down.
Fair enough. Give it a sec. We need to roll initiative. But anyway, in addition to the black leather armor he's wearing all across his body, you notice that his boots are particularly interesting. They are covered in what appears to be small glowing runes.
Those are boots of Elvenkind. I know that shit anywhere.
All right, but anyway, everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Fuck. He's gonna get to go first.
Nope, he rolled shit too. Everyone's rolling shit. Jesus.
Come on, Gavin, roll below 10.
Went wrong. Oh.
Below 10. Below 10.
No, Gavin broke the pattern. Damn it, Gav. I'll go ahead. Also, Caleb, we need initiative from you.
Yeah, I had to restart my game real quick.
All right, and then
Back to the user.
also I'm gonna roll this guy's initiative, but at disadvantage because he is drunk. So he's gonna move at 3.
Oh Jesus.
All right.
This poor Drow's about to get blasted off into a different.
I will say, just out of fear, he is going to like scramble his way over here, just so that it opens up a path.
Gavin beat his ass.
But yeah, Gavin, it's your turn to start.
Barbarian gets to move first. Everybody run.
So, so is he the guy that just ran past is the one that I need to go after, right?
This one up here.
Oh, this one up there.
Yeah, which I'll go ahead and move the stream view to a better position. That should give a decent view of the action.
Well, I'm going to move up right next.
Come on, Gavin. You're an American police officer. Hit the black one first.
Jesus Christ, Andrew, we're streaming.
You went straight for it.
I'm going to swing my hammer at Andrew.
Hesitation.
Wow.
Andrew! All right, Gavin.
I'm going to swing my hammer.
All right, no rage.
No raid.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
Why did I get 2?
Because that second one is if you had advantage.
Why do I have a...
That second one is if you had advantage. So swinging with a 17. Unfortunately, as he sees you, as he's like facing off against Andrew, he sees you coming in. He just barely manages to get his blade in the way of the hammer, knocking it to the side. You feel this reverberating impact as your hammer slams into the side of a building, and it shakes back up the haft and actually hurts your arms quite a bit.
He's got a fucking 18 AC.
He is essentially a rogue in studded leather armor, if that tells you what you're dealing with here, Andrew.
So what happened?
Oh, actually, hold on. Let me confirm something real quick, because I did say he was using twin scimitars. Okay, never mind. He has an AC of 16. So you do hit with that. I had said already that he was wielding dual scimitars. His AC on his character sheet takes into account shield, which he can't wield dual scimitars and a shield at the same time.
A rogue using a shield? That's fucking disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself.
So I do hit?
Yep, you do hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Rolling the damage.
See, I knew the police officer joke would be relevant.
And I only did 4.
That's fine. You do manage to catch him slightly unaware. He's still sort of facing off against Andrew, trying to track the half-elf coming over to the left. And then as he turns back, he sees you charging toward him. He tries to block, but he's just a hair too slow as your hammer comes down and crunches into his shoulder. You see it almost go limp for a second as he has to pop it back into place. All right, and with that, unless you want to do anything else, I believe that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I believe I can't do anything else.
All right, in that case, Caleb, your turn.
Rage.
He already said he didn't want to rage. So you're casting Vicious Mockery on him?
Yeah.
I love that one.
All right.
Actually insult him though, Caleb. Come up with an insult.
Hey, you coward. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Oh,
All right, fair enough. So what is that, a wisdom save?
Wisdom of 12.
All right. He
Man,
fails.
Well, you took the worst of both parents.
So go ahead and roll 1d4 psychic damage.
It's 1d6, or mine is 1d6.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what it says. Vicious Mockery, 1d6.
Yeah, 1d6.
I thought Vicious Mockery was 1d4.
Nope.
Okay, hold
No,
on.
very
Still
good
rolled a
cantrip.
4.
Yeah, I only rolled a 4, but
Yeah, we'll still go by it, but I'm gonna check character sheet real quick, just make sure you didn't use 2024 stuff.
I might have. I tried to avoid it, but I might have.
Yeah, we're still playing 2014 rules.
Yeah, we are still playing 2014 rules, just for reference. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna look this up real
rolling
quick.
it out,
The best version of those rules, because believe me, low level versions of fucking 2025 D&D, we wouldn't be having any of these damage issues.
Yeah, I think this is the 2024 version because it normally Vicious Mockery is 1d4. So just bear that in mind. We'll fix it after the session. But from now on, when I call for damage on that attack, roll a d4. But we will go with the 4 damage on that because it's not above what you could have rolled. But anyway, you unleash this string of insults at him. And the rest of you actually see the air sort of warble a little bit as it moves toward him. And he looks at you, and you just see sort of like a blood vessel pop on his forehead. And just this anger rise over him as he stares you down and just points a blade at your direction, not realizing that a slight trickle of blood is coming out of his ear.
Man, we're about to make him change his whole racist attitude to a different race.
All right, that's the end of Caleb's turn, unless you want to do anything else.
Didn't know we could move that.
I think I can do anything else.
All right.
Well,
What? can I?
so Vicious Mockery is a full action cantrip. So if you have a bonus action, you could use that.
Bonus action, Bardic Inspiration. Choose one creature, another.
Ooh,
60
yeah,
feet
you
can
could,
hear you. That creature gains one Bardic something or other.
you
Bardic
could
Inspiration,
give
though.
that to one of the melee characters if you wanted them to have a higher chance to hit. You could give it to one of the spellcasters if you wanted them to have a higher chance to hit. Later on, if we are like in a trap area or something.
Yeah, Bardic Inspiration is just a really nice thing to burn on a bonus action. So if you want to give that to someone, that's up to you.
Yeah. For reference, Gavin and I are in melee, and he can't get to anybody else as long as we are here. Because if he does, he's going to leave both of our threat squares, and he's going to regret that.
Very much so.
And have either of you attacked yet?
We have.
So
but
Gavin
we
has,
rolled that down.
Andrew, technically speaking, did his attack on a reaction, so he'll get his action back on his next turn.
Yeah.
Then I'll give it to Andrew, I guess.
Ooh, you have no idea what unholy hell you have unleashed upon this man.
Chaotic, so.
All right, so in that case, Andrew, you hear very quickly as Caleb's character pulls out his lute and gives a quick solo ballad. You feel this sort of this warm feeling wash over you. You feel like you can't mess up anything at the moment. You feel like no matter what you attempt, you're going to succeed.
Start playing The Devil Went Down to Georgia.
If you so wish, we can make that the song. Just know I can't actually play due to copyright.
Oh, facts.
Just do the part where he's like going down the fiddle.
All right, but anyway, Willow, is now your turn.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move first because if I try to cast a spell at this guy, I'm gonna hit someone in the party.
Yeah, you guys kind of did line up conga line right in front of him. Bear in mind, by the way, this like stream view isn't an actual character. I just use that so the people watching can see what's going on.
Gavin, next turn, if you can get behind him, we can get flanking. Or I guess I can go up to the side.
Either way.
Because I won't be moving out of threat squares.
Yeah, as long as you're still within melee range, you won't trigger attack of opportunity. You only trigger an attack of opportunity when you're leaving melee range.
Okay, how far can I move again?
I believe your movement is 30 feet, yeah.
Okay. Shit. I still need to be able to do something, though.
Do you have an AoE spell that you can cast from a distance?
I mean, distance isn't really the problem. It's just the fact that all you motherfuckers are in the fucking way.
Hey, watch language a little bit. You can let off one every once in a while, but we are streaming.
So, 5.
I'm 25 feet away from him.
You could probably.
So you have to count from your current square, so you can go 30.
Yeah. You can make it there. And then I think you can do something with that. Because I think you might only have half cover after. He might only have half cover after that. Maybe not.
It would be half cover. I'll rule that as half cover once you get over there.
If I choose to go over there.
Yep, that's the big question.
You guys really put me in a tough position here. Wait,
I haven't even moved.
Willow, I'm just going to say, remember what's on the bingo card.
friendly fire.
Do you want people to get it filled, or do you want to draw it out?
I mean, if I move that direction.
In that direction is a building.
Ah, shit. I can't see.
Yeah, Willow and Blake are both humans without dark vision at the moment, and so any combat's kind of painful for them.
Existence is pain.
Well, it's because you keep putting us in dark areas.
That ain't my fault. You guys keep going to dark fucking areas.
That's where the story's at.
That ain't my fault either. Blame wizards.
Well, you blame wizards for a lot of things.
I blame wizards all the time. After all, they're not casting their fucking spells.
Also, I just not realized for some reason Zora doesn't have vision.
Your your request to limit the swearing is.
Yeah, I'm aware. I heard it the second I said it. Yeah, I know.
Everyone say your favorite slur.
That's going a little too far. Let's not go into that territory.
I said slur. I didn't say, go racist slur or anything. You fool.
Nimrod.
There we go.
All right, anyway.
Actually, that's the name of
Willow,
the
what are you
character in the
doing?
game.
I'm gonna cry. That's what I'm gonna do.
Do it.
Keels over and cries at the fact that someone else is going to die.
If you go up there, well, actually, holy shit, you can make it right there. You'll be in melee range, though, if you do that.
I was gonna say, I still want to be able to cast something.
If I'm not mistaken, you took Warcaster as your feat, right?
No?
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay.
Which, never mind, it doesn't have any effect on, distance from a person. If you get within melee range while casting a ranged spell, you're still gonna have disadvantage. But if he moves, then you'd get Shocking Grasp as a reaction.
Wait, hold on.
Like,
Hold
Shocking
on.
Grasp? Oh, you can just use that as a melee.
Stop and let me look at something.
Okay.
No. We will not shut up.
We never do.
Okay, never mind. That won't work. Otherwise,
Congratulations.
y'all would
Not
be
yourself.
crossing. Y'all would be crossing friendly fire.
Do it. Do it.
You want me to travel there, cast Burning Hands, and catch? Wait, let me measure.
So we have a method of doing effects. Give me a sec while I find where that icon is. Here it is.
I already know. I would be if I used Burning Hands. Andrew, Gavin, and Caleb would all get caught in it.
No, you could direct it like this. And it would only catch him.
I don't know why you're trying to go down.
I thought it was like a 15-foot radius.
No, it's a 15-foot cone. If it was a 15-foot radius, that'd be bigger than Fireball.
Yeah.
Oh my
You,
god,
you
I'm
with wait, you took evocation, right?
yes.
So you don't even have to worry about this, then.
Yeah, evocation wizard can designate targets with evocation spells. We don't have to get hit at all.
Yeah, so
We could walk
you
up
could.
behind us and still blast us with fucking burning hands, and we wouldn't take damage.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah, because you get Sculpt Spell.
Sorry. I just did it. I said a swear word. I'm gonna move here.
Gonna warm up the party a little bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Might as well. We're gonna dry out a little bit.
So the mist does sort of like hamper the spell a little bit, but not to a noticeable degree. You warm up the rest of the party, and this guy needs to make a dex save.
I haven't cast it yet.
Yep, just whenever you get a chance.
Okay.
All right, so he rolls a 10 on his dex save, which I believe fails. Yep, DC 12. So he takes 3d6 fire damage. Go ahead and roll that.
Okay.
Should just be in the same, like, yeah. Yep, there we go. So 12 fire damage.
Crap.
So you all watch as Valkyrie strides up behind all of you, running between you and the building next to her. Sort of pivots on the spot up at the top of the alleyway, turns, and you see her hands spread out, two thumbs touching, and a sheet of flame spreads out from her outstretched fingers, washing over the rest of the party. You feel it sort of wash over you and sort of climb up your body, but it doesn't set anything alight. It simply warms you from the chilling mist. However, the drow in front of you catches the worst of the flame, as you can actually see some of his eyebrows get singed.
Apparently, this is just gonna be my favorite thing to use because I also used this with the goblins.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, burning hands, great spell.
It is a very good spell. But yeah, he is now very unhappy with you, as you have essentially burned away one of his eyebrows.
That's it?
It's a bold move, man, coming out as all asymmetrical like that.
He is covered with a few more burns, but it is burning hands is like a quick gout of flame. It just like it's essentially a small blast. It doesn't catch anything alight, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it ignites any flame. Ooh, hold on.
It was somewhat effective when I used it to turn the little room the goblin was in into an oven, though.
Unless there's something flammable, like specifically flammable on him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
little
fire
glass
ignites
wall
any
range.
flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
You are very lucky that it is a misty night, because otherwise you would have just become the next Tristan. Because you did just hit a building with burning hands.
Oh shit.
I'm going to say that the water in the air stops it from igniting, but you did leave a scorch mark on it.
Did I just commit a crime?
You've just about committed arson, yes.
Okay, but nothing that's gonna get the party in trouble.
If you get caught on anything, it'd be vandalism at this point. Either that or they could maybe get you on attempted arson, but for right now, you're good. No one knows it was you. It's a misty night, no one can see shit, you're good.
Okay. I kind of have to end my turn now, don't I?
Yeah, you've used your movement, you used your action, unless you have anything on bonus action, which I don't believe you do.
Most cantrips are full actions.
Yep.
It's not a cantrip, though.
And you can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn. Well, you can't cast a leveled spell as an action and a bonus action. Technically speaking, if you had action surge, you could, but...
I might be screwed.
Alright, end of your turn, though?
Again, do I have a choice?
Fair enough. Alright, Andrew, your turn.
Alright, so here's where things get fun.
Oh god.
I'm going to cast, if I can find it, Wrathful Smite.
Alright. So once again, you guys all see as Soaric lifts his blade, you can see these emerald green flames dancing off of his blade, even though they aren't reflected in the environment. And you can almost swear that the wind howling behind you starts to sound more and more like a roar as time continues. This glow of green growing along his blade as he prepares to strike.
Does this dark elf look like he's about to shit his pants?
Not yet. He is dealing with a lot at the moment, but he is still somewhat confident that he can take you on.
Cool. I rolled a hit. Oh my god.
That's a hell of a hit.
Is that a natural 20?
It is not natural 20.
No,
That
it's
is... Yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
D20. It's just an 18.
Okay,
So-
that is a 9 from improved pack weapon and just from the dagger.
Yep, and then it's additional
Roll max from
D6.
that, and then an additional 1d6 from the Wrathful Smite. He needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Also, it's 5 damage from the Wrathful Smite.
You rolled 2d6. Is it 2d6 from Wrathful?
No, it's not. Why did it roll 2? Just... Okay, I guess I'll just... Okay, well, let me...
So it's just 3 damage from Wrathful Smite. And then a wisdom save. So total of 12 damage.
Well, no, it would be a 4 from Raffle Smite.
No, it doesn't get the bonus from improved packed weapon.
Yeah, I don't know why it's adding...
No, just the weapon damage gets it. But anyway,
Start rolling 1d6s for damage on this thing.
open character sheet. He needs to make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
That's a 14.
13. Okay.
So your weapon strikes through, and as it does, the rest of you see like this almost phantasmal image of a dragon biting down as the dagger strikes into his flesh. You hear this massive roar echo out throughout the alley, and while he seems shaken for just a moment as he recovers from the wound, he does seem to shake it off quite a bit. However, it is now his turn. He looks at the assembled party protecting the random half-elf he was trying to slaughter. Fuck this.
Is he leaving my threat square?
He is not. However, he is going to pull out. He's going to drop one of his scimitars, and you see him whip out a small device of some kind.
Oh god.
A curved wooden handle with a metal barrel at the top, and he fires it off towards you.
That's a gun.
That is a gun.
And this is
How
why
the
I use
fuck does
control
he have a
flames as
gun?
a reaction. I do not have that.
That is. Oh my god.
Did he just crit?
He didn't crit, but that is a 24 to hit.
Who?
You, Andrew.
Okay.
And then that is 6 piercing damage plus 18
Okay.
poison damage.
And wipe.
I might be dead from that.
Not quite.
So, 6 piercing,
And then 18 poison.
18 poison.
That would take you to -12. You would need to go to -17 to instantly die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That's a little bit broken.
Yeah, no, I did not realize that gun had poison damage on it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you look at the things first when you're preparing the session instead of just going with whatever the fuck wizard says to do. We're
Yeah,
level
fair
2,
enough.
my man.
Fair enough, I'm sorry.
The most you can get is like 30 HP as a max out barbarian.
I would have damn near one-shot Gavin now that I'm looking at it.
Yeah, a little bit busted.
But he is going to attempt to run. Willow and Gavin, you guys both get a attack of opportunity.
Help?
So attack of opportunity, you have Warcaster, so 18 does hit. Warcaster lets you use a cantrip, I believe. So give me a sec while I open up your character sheet, see what all cantrips you have.
Damage.
Jesus Christ.
I'm currently trying to open my character sheet, Kevin. We can't both be on it.
Okay, fair enough. I'm just
I
checking
know
something
what
real
my
quick.
I know what my cantrips are. I just need to know what I can and cannot do by the rules.
So you can cast a spell, so long as it only has one target and it has a casting time of 1 action. All right, but anyway, Gavin, you clip his shoulder as he runs away. You almost knock the gun out of his grasp as he's trying to run away. He just barely manages to hold onto it, but you can see one of his fingers hanging limply, the one that was wrapped around the trigger. It seems like you broke that one pretty well.
I'm still waiting for this fucking thing to load.
Can't you just cast Burning Hands again?
No, it requires you to use a spell with a single target. You can't use AoEs.
Magic Missile?
I mean, I do have that.
You mean you have the auto hit that just lets you ping everything? Ping, 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 ping. Ping, diddling, diddling, ding, ding.
I do have that, yes.
It's a very good spell, actually. It's one of my favorites.
It is a good spell.
What spell are we talking about?
Magic Missile.
So again, it has to be something with one target. I believe Magic Missile has 3.
Yeah,
You can target the same. You can target the same thing. You can target the same thing with all 3 of them, but you have to pick something that only has a single target. It is very particular with Warcaster.
I can't do shit because my character sheet is still not. Kevin.
I'm not.
you're not still-
I am not
you're
on
not
your
still-
character. I'm not on your character sheet.
Okay. It's just not loading.
All right, close it, reopen it.
I mean, I do know that I think my parents are watching something, so that might affect me here.
If you need me to, I can read out your spell list.
Funny, it would be funny, but I'm not going to do it.
I know what I need. I just. I'm pissed right now. Okay, there we go. Jesus.
Incensed.
What to do?
Okay, Andrew, please stop.
Stop scatting. Charm person, I'm assuming, meets the requirements.
Yeah, it would.
Fuck it, I'm gonna cast charm person.
Can you
All
do that on
right.
hostile creatures?
Yeah, I believe they get advantage on the save, though. So wisdom save at advantage. He is going to succeed on that, I believe, because the higher one is 18.
I mean, I haven't cast it.
Right, but your spell save DC doesn't change, so.
Yeah. I'm just saying, God fucking damn it. Okay, moving on to cantrips.
And with a shocking grasp? Where do my boys go? It's all the way up here.
Willow doesn't have shocking grasp. Her cantrips are mending, minor illusion, poison spray.
Oh, I guess you could hit him with poison spray.
I was gonna say, I'm thinking about that.
In that case, it would be a con save.
Yep. What? Okay.
All right. And that's a 22 on the save. So, as Gavin unleashes his Warhammer blow onto this man's hand, you unleash a small puff of gas from your wrist. But it seems like it's mixed a little bit too much with the already existing mist in the area. Just dilutes the entire cloud. It barely affects him.
Jesus.
He begins climbing his way up the wall back here in the alleyway. And he shouts over his shoulder, "Chasing me or saving your friend? Pick whatever's more important."
Guys, go after him. Cyril comes up next turn and he can just res me.
I was planning on just doing healing word and just resing as a bonus action.
What friend are you talking about? All I see is meat.
Jesus, okay, Edgelord.
Okay, the PTSD kicked in.
All right, but anyway, that's the end of his turn. He has begun the process of climbing up the alley wall. Blake, your turn.
Spider-Man?
10, 15. Which one is he? Is he the one here in the hood at the front?
No, he's the one.
No,
all
that's
the way
stream
in the
view.
back.
I'm in mid.
He's like all the way back here.
Yeah. This is
20.
him.
I still can't see him. That's all my movement.
5, 10, 15, 20. Right, because you,
Yes, I'm wearing heavy armor.
yeah,
I don't have
heavy
the
armor
strength.
and don't have the strength. I remember that now.
I'm going to do two things. I'm going to,
Oh, boy.
one, healing word Andrew.
Yay!
Actually, hold on. I just realized I can't do two things if I wait. Hold on. Never mind. That's not a leveled spell. Forget it. Healing word Andrew.
All right,
I
go
think it's
ahead.
Stabilize, right?
Yep, you insta-stabilize, come back with 7 HP.
Wow, that's pretty good. And then cantrips don't count as leveled spells, correct?
Correct?
No.
Haha. Gavin, enjoy.
Oh.
Uh-oh. So,
Oh.
once more, you call upon the winds, and you send one gust out toward Andrew, and it sort of swirls around him, and you can see this glowing green energy surround his body, going specifically toward the bullet wound carved through his chest. You can see the poison actually being leached out of it by the wind, and his eyes suddenly bolt open.
Allow me to do Gavin's. I rubbed my hands together really quickly, then hit him with a static shock.
Fair enough. And Gavin, you can feel your muscles tighten, and it just gives you this jolt of energy. You suddenly feel invigorated, and at the same time, your muscles are ready for whatever your next action will be. The bandit is going to drunkenly stumble his way 15 feet this way.
It's a bandit? I thought it was a half elf.
Well, the half elf, but he's like statted as a bandit. Anyway, Gavin, your turn.
Mom, there, I was confused. Like, what do you mean there's more than one enemy?
So, how high up is he?
He's only just begun the process of climbing, so he's like just gotten to like maybe the like 7 foot mark. You can still hit him.
Okay, I can still hit him.
Yeah,
I was wondering if I had to use the hammer or if I had to throw a javelin at him.
because he doesn't have a climbing speed, and he went from here all the way back here, so 20 feet that way, and then it's difficult terrain if you don't have a climb speed.
Alternatively, you could try for a running tackle and pull him back down.
Are we going WWE again?
No,
From the top rope!
I think I want to throw a javelin at him.
All right, go ahead and roll to hit.
So I get this and a D4.
Excuse me.
Oh, I do not think.
Yeah,
I
you
need that
definitely don't need it.
D4.
You definitely don't need it. Jesus. Yep, go ahead and roll your damage.
Throw the javelin.
Throw the javelin.
That's max damage. for the
7 damage, and
javelin.
I'm gonna have him do an acrobatics check to see if he can stay on the wall. He doesn't have a skill for acrobatics, so just pure dex. All right. So your javelin, with the static shock that you just got, you actually set aside your warhammer, grab one of the javelins you have across your back, and fling it as hard as you can. And as he's climbing the wall, your javelin actually skewers him through the upper left shoulder and pins him to the back wall of the alley. He tries to climb up again, but he just can't get the javelin loose.
Oh, that's great.
Good. I like my new way of rolling dice in this game. No, so I changed it from the automatic dice to where I actually have to roll my own manual dice in here.
Well, fair
You
enough.
can do that? Where do you do that?
What? Where?
Go to settings,
Yeah.
go to dice options, and I have enabled advanced dice and 3D dice.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got it.
All right, but anyway, is that the end of your turn, Gav?
Yep,
Much
that
more
would
fun
be
now.
the end of my turn.
All right, Caleb, you're up.
Is he still here?
Caleb.
Yeah, I'm here. Stab him with my rapier, I guess.
He's too far away.
Can I run up on him? I got 25 feet.
You can probably
Maybe.
squeeze. I'll say you can squeeze past with difficult terrain past Gavin. But as for where you could
Alright.
get, so that'd be 5, 10, 15. You can get right up on him. Because it's 25 feet, 5 plus 5 to get past Gavin, and then 15, 20, 25. So yeah, you're right on melee range.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna attack him with my rapier.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit. That unfortunately will not hit. As he's trying to pull the javelin out of the wall, you run up with your rapier. He still has enough presence of mind to actually let go of the wall with his other hand while he's holding on to the javelin. Grab his sword and just barely parry your rapier out of the way, and actually like cuts off part of the end of the javelin. And he is still hanging there. Your rapier is like stuck in the wall behind him. You pull it free really quick, but he is unharmed from your blow.
Quick question, Kevin.
Yep.
Is he the guy technically not in half cover?
He would be a... So, given the fact that I already said he climbed up a good 7 feet or so, as well as the fact that Caleb's character is a dwarf, therefore short, I'll say he's not in half cover now.
Okay, that makes my turn easier whenever that comes around.
All right, but anyway, Caleb, anything else you want to do on your turn?
My bonus action, I'll give my bardic inspiration to Gavin this time.
All right. Very quickly, as you realize your rapier attack missed, you draw it back, and this time, instead of taking out your loot fully, you just grab the strings on the back and run the rapier along it just to pluck the strings real quick, while humming a small tune from one of the tales you know. And Gavin, you feel invigorated a second time now as the music surrounds you, and you feel this like force. It almost seems like the ballad that he sung for you was a soldier's marching chorus.
You'd probably sing along to it.
Probably. Anyway, Willow, your turn.
I could sing something,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure we get DMCA'd into outer fucking space.
Yeah, probably.
You know, I feel like it's better if we keep him alive and don't kill him because we need information.
I mean, it's pretty obvious this man's the serial killer. Besides, we could always do the thing where we do non-lethal.
I will say the job was just to stop the killings.
I mean, I guess, yeah. Do we want to get in trouble with the law, though? Because technically that is still murder.
Not if we don't get caught.
Technically speaking, he attacked first as well. You could argue self-defense.
Self-defense. Just a very rapid and aggressive self-defense.
Are we going to have a session that's just a freaking court case?
I'll do that.
Who's
You-
gonna
That's
be the
great.
lawyer?
That is a very good question. Who's smart enough to be the lawyer?
Sadly, me.
I
It's
actually think
probably
I have
gonna have to
the
be
intelligence for it.
Andrew, and he's gonna have to roll persuasion.
Or create convincing arguments with common sense.
still have to roll persuasion.
Actually, I could probably just go look up into the Book of Law and just start actually studying for it.
Study to take the bar.
Kevin's like, no, we don't, Andrew. We don't want Andrew getting smart. It's very bad for everybody if that happens.
At this point, I wish I had sleep as a spell.
It's a.
I just don't want to commit murder.
I thought you were evil.
Oh yeah, I am evil, but I'm lawful.
What do you mean
evil.
you don't want to commit murder?
I'm lawful evil.
I should be the one that doesn't want to commit murder. I'm just a farm kid, but I know the way of the world.
I'm sorry for laughing, but just the realization of, wait, aren't you evil?
Oh yeah.
Lawful
yeah,
evil.
fuck this dude. That just means you follow your own code. You're like you're like Dexter Morgan. You're a serial killer that goes and hunts other serial killers.
Hell yeah.
Okay,
I'm in the
fine.
middle of watching that
Wait.
right now.
I am how far? Also, can I actually see the man? No,
Yep.
I cannot.
Oh, yeah, I guess lighting.
If you get in front of me and head to the alley, you can probably get to him. It would be like here to here.
I love how the campaign where none of you are playing characters that have dark vision is the one campaign I don't see anyone taking the light cantrips.
Well, I mean, normally I play a dark elf, so it doesn't matter. Look, let's be real. The last campaign we played, we only had one character that didn't have dark vision.
I guess, yeah, I'll move. Shit, where do I need to go again?
So, just for the sake of this being like at least bearable, I'm gonna do something real quick. Is that better?
Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, Kevin. In the next campaign, no one has dark vision.
Oh, I know.
Caleb,
Oh, it's gonna be great.
in my goddamn way.
Gotta go blast. Gotta go blast him. Blast him, blast him, blast him. Wait, hold up. Willow's literally just playing Trunks. Burning attack!
God damn it. All right.
She does the hand signs and everything.
I can't. There's.
What?
There's nothing I can really do without hitting Caleb with something.
You don't deal friendly fire.
Yeah, you have evocation. You can sculpt your spells around allies.
We just had this conversation 5 minutes ago.
So Tristan isn't here, and I'm just his replacement, I guess. Not Caleb. Fucking character sheet.
Leave it open. You can minimize
Okay.
You have Burning Hands, you have Magic Missile, you have one spell slot left. If I'm not mistaken. Oh no, you have 2 spell slots. My bad, because you didn't cast the Charm Person.
you hit him with a magic missile, it's not gonna miss. It's just gonna do damage.
Okay, yeah, fuck it.
Plus, it doesn't cause collateral damage.
All right. So as Valkyrie walks up behind you, Caleb, you see 3 beads of force fly out over your shoulder. One slams into the drow's face, actually knocking his jaw to the side. Another one slams into his stomach, causing him to wheeze. And then the last one hits him right in the knee.
Used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee.
There it is.
Yeah, I knew someone was going to do it the second I said that. Anyway, he looks very much bloodied. At this point, he is like barely conscious. He's just like looking at you with hate-filled eyes as one of his arms is trying desperately to pull the javelin out of the wall. The other one, he's trying to figure out how to pull the trigger on a gun with a broken finger.
Not to mention it's a flintlock and only has the one round.
Flintlock?
Yeah.
Dude, if this thing had repeating chambers and revolvers, we'd be in the wild fucking west. Dude, you know what I would be using if we were in the Wild West? I'd be using a revolver instead of a knife to shoot Eldritch Blast. You know how cool that would be to dual-wield revolvers and pull the trigger and just have energy blast come out?
All right. Anyway, well, I'm assuming that's into your turn, so we'll go ahead and move on to Andrew.
Yep.
So, Kevin, my man.
Oh god.
I'm going to cast Hexblade's Curse and not normal Hex.
All right.
As a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet. The target is cursed for 1 minute. The curse ends early if the target dies, you die, or you are incapacitated. You gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. The bonus equals your proficiency bonus. Any attack roll you make against the cursed target is a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20 on the d20. If the cursed target dies, you regain hit points equal to your warlock level plus your charisma.
All right. So you point the dagger at the drow pinned to the wall. You point your dagger at the drow pinned to the wall, and the rest of you see these like serpents of green flame echo out from the edges of Soaric's blade and just slowly wrap themselves around the drow. And all of a sudden you see all of his movements become a lot more haggard. It almost looks like this green liquid filling his veins.
Hey, buddy. I cast Eldritch Blast.
Yep, go ahead and roll to hit. Unfortunately, as you are preparing this hex, you go to shoot off the Eldritch Blast. He finally gets enough purchase to pull the javelin free, and just as you unleash the Eldritch Blast, he drops to one knee, and the Eldritch Blast hits the building behind him, sprinkling rubble across himself and a little bit onto Caleb.
That's fucked up.
Oh, wait. I have a 1d6 from Bardic Inspiration.
You do, yeah. You want to go and add that?
Yeah, how do I do that? It's
just roll a d6 and add it. Yeah. Or you can just use the dice on the left-hand side. There should be like a dice. Yeah, there should be like a dice thing underneath the ruler.
That is a 14.
Unfortunately, still misses. So like I said before, javelin just pops out of the wall just in time. You hit the wall behind him, sprinkling rubble on him and Caleb. It is now his turn though, and seeing all of his wounds, the fact that he's unable to really fight back anymore without the use of his gun, he just puts it on the ground and holds up his hands in surrender.
Who here trusts this dude?
None of us?
Not me.
I look at him, kick the blade and the gun over.
He stands up, he drops his sword as well, and kicks both of them over to you.
Insight to see if he's hiding any weapons on his person.
Go ahead and roll.
You can certainly try.
He seems to be fairly truthful. Seems like he's giving you every weapon he has. He dropped his blade earlier to shoot you. That's still behind you, and he kicked over his other sword and his gun.
I still don't trust him. Fuck it. I'll look at him. Rip.
Did you just tell this man to drip?
Strip.
Oh. He gives a very confused look. I've given you everything I have. We don't need to do that. It's a fucking cold night.
Like how you didn't need to go out and murder a shit ton of people for no reason.
Yeah, and you didn't need to stop me. So why are we here?
Yep. Because I want to. And right now, I want you to get rid of all your outer layers. So I don't get stabbed, because I don't want to get stabbed.
Okay. Over the course of the next minute, he does doff his studded leather armor. He's just wearing simple commoner's clothes underneath. From the looks of things, he still isn't hiding any weapons underneath that armor. He just has a coin pouch on his belt, a couple of sacks of what looks to be gunpowder, a bag full of ball bearings that he used as bullets, a couple small vials along his waist that you assume are the venom that he uses with those bullets.
Alright. I'm going to...
I kind of want to steal the venom.
I want to steal the gun. But I'm not playing a artificer.
Kristen is, though. You think he's smart enough to reverse engineer it?
Or at the very least, use it.
Anyway, I'm going to grab some rope, and I look at Gavin. You mind, I nod my head over to the, drow that is currently near naked in the rain, probably shivering after trying to jump us.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm barely wearing anything as it is myself.
Yeah, but you're tough. He's not.
The drow shoots you a dirty look.
Calling it like I see it, you
guy who
cheating
almost
bitch.
one tapped you.
The way I see it, you were on the ground a second ago.
The way I see it, you ran away like a dog with your tail between your legs because you couldn't handle something that you jumped out to do. So maybe if you didn't talk a whole lot of crap and actually did something with your life instead of standing around in dark alleys pretending you're some kind of predator, maybe you'd be successful. But here you are, a loser in a dark alley, alone, with no one that loves you.
So, why you killing all these elves? Are you racist or some shit?
Nah, just... Call it a holdover. Got a grudge.
I look at Gavin. Look, can we just get the police brutality over and done with and just slam this dude into the wall and just tie him up?
What has gotten into you tonight with the police brutality?
Jesus.
He woke me up an hour early. It actually is that important, alright? That 1 hour of sleep is all that keeps that filter.
Didn't you go to sleep at least an hour early?
Yes.
So it should have evened out. Regardless, though. I'll say, for the sake of brevity, you are able to restrain him effectively.
All right, take the poison and the ball bearings. Leave the coinage. We're not thieves.
As we're literally stripping him of weaponry.
Oh no, that's just for our safety. We're gonna turn that into the guard.
The firearm never existed. Slips in the back pocket.
I don't know what happened to it. I'm too busy trying to tie this dude up. Could have slipped
job,
between the
buddy.
cracks.
As you are tying him up, he looks at the group assembled. Listen, you got me good. Suppose can't really be helped now. Whenever you do, don't board the vessels. The Sea Maiden's fair.
It takes me about 2 seconds to realize that there is a bomb on that thing. And I look at him and go, eh.
I don't.
I don't believe him.
You just going? Are you just saying or I don't believe you?
That one. The second one.
Well, Zardos already talked to you.
No, I just don't believe anything that a dude would that jumping out of an alley thinking he can, you know, an obviously insane person would say. So, come on, let's go.
Fine, fine. Don't listen to me. It'll be a nice little surprise.
You know, I could turn you into the people who hired me instead of turning you into the guards.
He looks at you with a bit of like a questioning look.
They're gonna be they would be a lot more cruel to you than the guards would.
He didn't put it up to you, did he?
Probably. What?
The motherfucker Zardost.
Wouldn't you like to know?
I don't think you know who you're dealing with here.
you're
Not
right,
me,
no.
him.
Yeah, it's kind of why I don't associate with the dude.
So you're not working with him.
Nope.
Keep it that way. Trust me.
Yes, I should trust the dude that tried to stab me and then proceeded to shoot me in an alleyway.
And then tried
Yes,
to run away.
I will. Yes,
Why
I'm
do
going to
you
trust
think
every
I'm
word
here, you
that comes out of
stupid
your mouth.
bastard? Why do you think I've been killing the elves and half-elves? What do you think they're disguised as?
Honestly, I don't care. It's not that I'm dumb, it's that I don't care. I have zero form of empathy for you. Or these people.
Oh, Jesus. Andrew's just dropping the good guy act at this point.
No, Waterdeep's changed him. And besides, this is all a lie just to fuck with this dude.
In that case, roll deception. I couldn't tell if you were lying or not up to this point.
Oh yeah. No, all of this is just to absolutely mess with this dude's head.
So,
That is a 7.
And
I
he
grabbed-
doesn't.
I grabbed the poison, right? And then I tried to run away.
That is a 7.
I grabbed the poison, right? And then I tried to run away. 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 And then
Yep, you're able to grab whatever you want off of him. He's fully surrendered. He's fully restrained. But he
Can
does...
you-
Oh, sorry.
Can you like send me the details of that at some point so I can put it in my inventory?
At this point, for the moment, just put in your inventory vials of poison. 3 vials of poison. You don't know what they do.
Okay.
He also had 4 satchels of smoke powder, a bag of 20 ball bearings, his pistol, 2 scimitars, and studded leather armor, and his boots.
Smoke powder.
Yes.
You fool. I may not be a rogue, but I know what must be done.
I was not looking forward to the moment where you got your hands on this.
I plan on taking the smoke powder away from Andrew.
Thank you. But regardless, the drow...
The barbarian will hold on to the smoke powder.
The drow looks at you with a skeptical eye. Nah, I don't fucking buy it. You don't risk your life like that for some idiot drunk without caring at least a little. So why the fuck you here?
Money.
Well, I'll look at him and say to his face, at this point, it's just to piss you off.
Okay, smart guy. Before that.
I don't know. Playing utterly dumb.
I'm just here for the money.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah, and again, for the sake of brevity, I'll say that you guys can get him to a local guard, explain the situation quickly enough. They believe you fairly rapidly, just considering the state of this guy and Andrew's own wounds, the slice across the chest and the bullet wound. Plus, you guys are in with Force Grey and the Lord's Alliance. They are relatively safe to assume that you're on the city's side. So they take him into custody. He doesn't seem to fight back against it at all. He goes along with it just silently.
Anyway, we should go check out the ship now.
Yes, we shall.
All right, are you guys heading there tonight, or?
I probably need a rest after
We're
that.
probably gonna need a long rest.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm going to go to the yawning portal though.
Okay.
Because I want to see if the dude that hired me is there.
Fair enough. Well, the rest of you guys, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Like our tavern at Troll Skull and probably go to sleep.
Okay. I'm assuming most of you guys are doing that, or does anyone follow Andrew?
No, I just pick up my broken javelin and start walking with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, so in that case, Andrew, you make your way back to the familiar site of the Yawning Portal Tavern. Once again, a bustling night, the warmth of the interior of the tavern warming your bones from the cold mist you had experienced earlier. You do see across the way the familiar face of Devil Starsong, the person who had originally hired you. As you approach, he greets you warmly. Ah, I trust you have good news.
Yeah. We caught the guy that was jumping people. He is now in prison.
How fortuitous. Tell me, what?
He didn't tell me there were guns involved, but, you know, considering lack of anything to explain so, I can forgive this.
Well, to be honest, that's a surprise to us as well. We had heard rumors that it was a drow doing these acts, but interesting.
It was.
In that case,
Now-
I will have some friends of ours look into that.
I have a question for you. And this is also to you, Kevin. What's the name of the ship? It was like Sea Maiden's Voyage or something like that.
The moment you say the Sea Maiden's Voyage, Davil suddenly looks up, somewhat surprised. They're involved in this business. The Sea
It
Maiden's...
seems that the,
I'm sorry.
It seems that our drow friend said to not board the ship.
Interesting. The Sea Maiden's Voyage is a carnival. They go along the Sword Coasts all over. They have 3 main ships. I wonder which one he was referring to. There's the Hellraiser, the Eyecatcher, and the Heartbreaker.
I have no particular interest in it in the first place, though. Figured you might want to know this information.
Fair enough. Well, I appreciate it. I assume you took care of our mutual issue then?
He's in prison.
Well, that certainly takes care of it, doesn't it? Now then, of course, we always take care of our friends, but particularly the sailor that you saved. It seems he had recently come into a bit of wealth and wanted to share it with his new benefactors. And he grabs a small pouch of coin from his belt and just plops it on the table. Feel free to share it among your friends.
How much is that?
Within, you see somewhat an unfamiliar sight. 25 platinum pieces.
Holy shit!
Damn.
150 gold.
50 gold for each person involved.
Yeah.
And that is solely because you kept the half-elf alive.
Cool. Well, see you around. Get up
Indeed.
and I leave the tavern. And now to go back to my own tavern.
And he calls over the general din of the yawning portal. Don't forget what I said, by the way. Never winter wine.
I give a thumbs up as I leave.
All right. You make your way through the now darkened streets of Waterdeep back to your own tavern at Troll Skull Alley, and we are going to take a small break here, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll be right back. It'll be about maybe 5-10 minutes. Just give us time to get drinks, get snacks if you need, use the bathroom. So we'll be right back.
I'm doing a long rest.
Yeah, as we're doing the long rest. But we will be right back.
Yep. So everyone.
Welcome back, peasants.
Yes, we are back.
Since Blake, half these people
So-
probably make more money than you.
I know.
All right. Anyway,
Damn, reality stepped in real quick.
so over the course of the next 8 hours, the night passes by as you all take a long rest in your individual rooms. For once, Willow, the dreams no longer haunt you. It seems like whatever events may have transpired, they have passed at this point. Tristan, actually, his character is not in the basement anymore. He comes in around midnight. You aren't sure where exactly he went to, but he immediately goes back down into the basement and begins working on more kegs.
He went, hey, and then just went down and started sleeping away in the basement.
Basically. But anyway, it is now the dawn of the 8th day, and Blake, once again you are awoken by some of the guards to go out and march on your duties, protecting the dung sweepers. However, today the air, it feels slightly different. You can't quite put your finger on it, but something about the day just feels off. And as you are protecting the Dung Sweepers Guild, making their way through the various roads and alleyways of Waterdeep, eventually you find yourself at the entrance of a alleyway. As I realized I forgot to put a stream view over here. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
As he realizes that nobody can see what's happening.
Yeah, I need to make this a daylight map too. For some reason, they made all of the maps nighttime maps.
Maybe because we were supposed to do all these things at night with a party that actually has dark vision. Considering the name of the game is Dragonheist.
Yeah.
That is a very large token I can see. What the f is that?
We will get to that in a second.
Blake, you're about to fight something solo. I believe in you.
There we go. Now the stream can see. But anyway, as you are protecting the Dung Sweepers Guild, suddenly you see off to your right in an alleyway 3 guards wrestling with some large abomination, this curled yellow worm-like creature with these sickening ochre eyes peering out from behind a large toothy maw. Tendrils spreading out from it as you can see this strange venom dripping from its fangs. The guards seem to have it under control for now. Sorry, go ahead.
And this right here is where I wish I had changed my spells around to have command. Because I didn't do that. Even though I keep telling myself I need to.
The 2 of the guards currently have chains wrapped around its head and are trying to pull it to the ground while the other one is drawing a sword. He sees you and the rest of the guards at the end of the alleyway. You! Get the Dung Sweepers out of here! Get more guards! And you, and he points a sword at you. Help if you can!
Me. Okay. Should I roll initiative or just go in?
Yep, go ahead and roll initiative.
Blake, you should have just went in, cast a chromatic orb, killed them all.
I got a 7. Why didn't it show on the thing?
Because I haven't opened the thing yet.
No, it didn't show in the little chat menu.
Oh, because you haven't rolled it yet, it doesn't look like.
I did. It got a 7.
It,
Did I press something with the dice options? No, I just enabled 3D.
said you got a 7?
Yes.
Oh,
Hold on, I wanna try-
Did you only enable 3D?
That would be why.
I got 3D and advanced dice.
Yeah.
I have both those up.
Okay.
I don't know why it didn't show in the text chat.
I mean, regardless, you're going last.
Yes.
Alright, and just making sure I'm not missing any info for this one.
I have been sober for a month.
But
Blake's
anyway,
natural state is obviously intoxication, so the moment he goes sober, it's like he goes drunk.
so these 2 guards are essentially working. So these 2 guards are essentially working together to try and grapple this thing. So they're going to roll a grapple check with advantage together. So that is going to be their athletics versus this thing's athletics. Nope. They're trying their hardest to try like pull this thing to the ground with the chains around its throat. It is just not having it. It rears and bucks and almost launches one of the guards up into the air. The other guard draws his blade and charges forward, trying to swing at it. It's actually they have...
Calling it now.
Nope, they hit for 3 slashing damage as it carves a slight path down one of its flanks. You can see this sickly yellow mucus leak out of this thing. It is now the carrion crawler's turn. And it is going to... It's going to attack the guard that came at it with the sword with its bite attack, which unfortunately will miss. And then its tentacle attack is going to go after this guard who is a little bit closer.
Wait, you want the guard to die, Kevin?
Okay, bad phrasing. I'm sorry. But anyway,
You're a piece of shit.
The tentacle attack is successful, and you can see after it fails to bite the guard that's stabbing at it, it launches its tentacles forward and wraps around one of the guard's legs before it can get out of the way. And you see almost immediately this paler come over him, or this pallor. I'm sorry, bad phrasing. He takes 5 poison damage. No, I do not. And he needs to make a con saving throw. Which he will fail. As the guard is getting wrapped up by these tentacles, you suddenly see parts of his face go slack, and then suddenly his muscles begin to relax. He drops his end of the chain trying to hold this thing down, and he falls to the ground just limp. He's still alive. You can still see him blinking and breathing, but most of his muscles have been shut down by this thing's poison. All right, in that case, it is your turn, Blake.
Yay. Alright.
Oh, and also, this guard ran off map to go get reinforcements.
10, 15, 20.
God, they really are going to be dead by the time you get there, huh?
30 feet to the very edge of that thing.
Yep, so you can reach out and hit it.
It is in range.
That's all he cares about.
Actually, it doesn't matter. He was in range to begin with because the chromatic orb has 90 feet.
All right, so go ahead and roll your spell attack.
Cross my fingers. It's still not popping up. That's a 2 to hit, by the way. It
I
does
don't.
not hit.
Yeah, 2 does not hit, unfortunately.
I'm going to disable this 3D dice thing and find a random dice to roll for checking if it works.
All right, but anyway, you twist your hand and summon a chromatic orb of energy, and as you launch it forward, the carrion crawler, now free of its chain, rears back, and the sphere you sent forward flies under its flank and hits a nearby building.
Okay, so that works, but this rolling it manually doesn't. Okay, I just have to stick with this.
All right, it is now the guard's turn. This guard has gone off map, like I said. He has gone to go get reinforcements. So you have 2 more guards coming into the alleyway to help. They are currently at the edge waiting to come assist. These guards, this one is paralyzed at the end of his turn. He's going to make a con save. He's still paralyzed. He is just laying there completely motionless as this carrion crawler is rampaging over him. The other 2 guards, this one, now that the chain is no longer a viable strategy, he's going to come over here, try to protect his paralyzed friend. He's going to draw his spear and attack at the carrion crawler. So that is going to be, as I pull open character sheet again, 7 piercing damage as the spear shoves itself straight into this thing's maw, and just before it can crunch down on the spear to break it in half, he twists it, and you can see once more this oozing yellow mucus pouring out of its mouth. He pulls the spear free as it shrieks in pain, giving off this inhuman screech. The other guard is now going to make his sword attack. And that, I believe, will miss, unless this thing has terrible AC. Nope, that actually still hits. That's a 13 hit. The sword carves into one of its legs, actually chopping off a small bit of one, as he deals another 4 slashing damage. The carrion crawler is going to take a bite at this guard. So bite. That is going to hit and deal 7 piercing damage as it bites through the solid chain shirt of the guard and bites into the soft flesh underneath, dealing 7 piercing damage. And then it is going to do its tentacle attack at this guard, which that will also hit, so that deals 4 poison damage to this guard. And he has to make a con saving throw to avoid being poisoned. Which he does succeed on, so he is still standing. Blake, it is now your turn. As the circus continues.
Exactly. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Blake, have you ever heard of diagonals?
I thought they weren't allowed in this.
They are allowed, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
Thank God. Actually, you brought me too close now. Now I can't use my ranged attacks. God damn well.
You can go there. Like, you have more range of movement is all I'm saying.
Okay. It's better to know. What is this? I did not mean to click that. Oh, that's reaction. Never mind. I did not mean to click that. I was trying to drop down to read what it was. Please ignore that. I don't know what it is. Okay. Round 2. Electric Boogaloo. Go.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Finally.
God damn. All right, what type of damage you dealing?
What do you think?
So let me check to make sure it matters.
Well,
Nope,
I
it
don't know what
doesn't.
the creature is, so it's going to be lightning regardless.
Fair enough. I mean, regardless, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, once again, now taking into account this thing's thrashing around, you twist your hand and the sphere of ball lightning forms in your hand again. You shoot it outward and it streaks out, hits this thing square in the closest thing to a chest it has, and you just see arcs of blue lightning crossing its body. You actually see some of the tentacles on its face fry up and shrivel off as you deal 13 points of lightning damage to it, far more than any of the guards have done so far. And this sudden scent of like burning insects fills the alleyway.
Ugh.
It smells like you took a magnifying glass to a cockroach.
What?
We don't need that description, but at the same time, I know what you're referring to.
But anyway, it is now the guard's turn. This guard is still paralyzed. He's going to take his action to try, or at the end of his turn, he's going to make con save. Still failing. This guy is just paralyzed for life now. These guards are going to march in. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. basically just taking up defensive positions alongside you. They aren't quite able to reach it quite yet. These two, this one is going to take another swing with his spear. Which is going to hit, dealing 3 piercing damage as he follows up on your lightning attack and stabs into this thing's face, actually catching one of the eyes a little bit. You can see it tear open slightly and the jelly from the eyes start to pour out. This thing is hurt badly. It looks like it's on its last legs almost. As this other guard takes his swing, dealing another 4 piercing damage as he stabs into the thick rubbery hide along its back. At a point where you hit with the lightning sphere. It stabs in, finds purchase. You can see now the yellow ichor is mixed in with this black bile pouring out of this thing's wounds. It looks like it is very hurt.
I just realized this thing undead.
It is not undead, no.
Aw, I was gonna say, like, I'm a cleric. I have turned undead.
No, it is a monstrosity.
Aw.
But anyway, it is now the carrion crawler's turn. It is going to once again take a bite attack at this guard. So bite. That unfortunately will not hit. The guard, as he stabs forward with a spear, the thing comes down again with its mouth, trying to bite through his armor. He actually, in this brief bit of either genius or just desperation, he imposes his helmet into the mouth, and it's just strong enough to hold back the jaw. All right, and then he's going to do the tentacle attack on the other guard, which does not hit either. The tentacles wrap around the thing's body and almost catch the guard, but he's just barely able to dodge out of the way, slicing a few of the tentacles away with his sword as he dodges backward. Blake, it is now your turn.
I don't know if I want to use my last spell slot at the same time.
At the same time, what else are you going to use it for?
I don't know. What else is going to happen today?
That is the question.
My shift.
Yeah, this is like noon.
This happened in the middle of my shift. What do you mean? What else am I going to use it for?
And that's up to you.
Fair enough. I'm not going to get close enough for inflict wounds, so might as well just continue. Fine, have at it.
All right, go ahead and roll your damage. All right, another 10 points of lightning damage as you, for the 3rd time, coalesce this ball of lightning into your hands. Shoot it forward. You aren't able to quite get as critical of a hit as you did earlier, but you still send these arcs of white-blue lightning coursing all across it. The Senate is now not leaving this alleyway anytime soon. It is now basically burned into this street, as the thing is about ready to drop. It is now the guard's turn. This guard is going to make another con save against the poison. Finally succeeds. As you see his face suddenly become taut again, he's finally able to flex his muscles. It seems like the poison finally worked its way out of his system. The other guards, this one is going to take an attack with a spear, but she will hit for another 4 piercing damage, and nearly finishing the thing off. He stabs through the body and actually pins it to the ground, just barely catching a lip of a rib in this thing and pinning it to the ground. It starts to writhe in agony, trying to pull away. It's not quite able to throw it off, though. Other guard takes an attack with his sword, and that unfortunately will not hit. As the thing's writhing, he goes to swing in with the sword, but one of its legs just bats it away, just barely able to parry it. The other 2 guards come in with their spears.
Anti-large.
That one misses, but that one hits. Another spear attack comes through, and again it is just barely able to bat it to the side, but the final guard stabs it straight through the head, going up through the bottom of the jaw and out through the other side of the head, actually catching one of the eyes on the way up. You can see black bile and blood and yellow ichor pouring out of the back of this thing's head as it finally falls limp and dead. The guards all take a very quick moment to breathe. This guard walks over. Thanks for your help. What the hell? I don't know what we would have done without that lightning of yours. Wounded that thing to high hell.
No problem. Where did that come from?
Sewers. Where else?
Lovely. Now I'm going to be afraid to approach the toilet.
They only show up in the bigger parts. Usually the spillways.
Okay, good to know.
They don't usually come to the surface, though. Something must be spooking them.
Great. Well, I'm sure someone who's paid to do so will investigate that. I'm going to pretend that such things don't exist in the world.
Fair enough.
It may take a couple tankards. Or maybe just the whole barrel.
Speaking of pay, by the way, stop by the guardhouse later on.
Yes, thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, we'll make sure you're seen right.
Alright. Have a good day.
You as well, citizen.
Start meandering towards to see where the dung sweepers ran off to.
Yeah, one of the guards comes with you to collect the dung sweepers. You finish out the rest of your shift in relative safety. Doesn't seem like any other particular events happen throughout the shift. And finally, you end your shift, go to the guardhouse. You are paid 50 gold for assisting with the killing of the carrion crawler.
How much?
50.
50?
Yeah, 50. You did more than half of that thing's HP and damage. These guys were dealing like 3 HP in attack. If you didn't step in, some of them would have died.
I was doing math.
Oh, fair enough. I thought you were like complaining about the amount of pay you got.
No, however, before I head back to the tavern, I'm gonna pick up a medical kit, med kit,
All right.
med pack. I have proficiency in medicine, and I don't have anything to use it with.
Fair enough. I believe a healer's kit is 5 gold, if I'm not mistaken. Give me a sec while I look it up. Go. Assemble healer's kit. Yeah, 5 gold.
Yeah. At the end of that, I was going to provide aid to the guards that were injured, but I don't have spell slots or a health cap pit. Whatever.
Fair enough. Yeah, like I said, rest of your shift goes by uneventfully, and that is the only thing of note that really happens is while you're protecting the dung sweeper, so you are able to finish that mission as well.
Okay. Well, that was a eventful day. I actually have enough money to pay off my debts.
Yeah, by the way, anyone who's watching on stream, fun fact for you guys, part of Blake's backstory is he has a massive tab with basically every bar in Waterdeep.
This means I both know all the barkeepers and don't have to roll to get info out of them, but the downside, I have to pay them.
Yep. But anyway, that is basically the end of all the side quests. So from this point on, it is more so just a time lapse. Give me one moment while I look up some rules. We will be I'll be right back with a ruling here. I just need to look this up real quick.
Downtime activities, I think.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I need the DM's guide.
It might be in the player's guide too.
I already looked. It's at the DM's guide. Here we go.
How would I go about adding the healer's pack to my inventory? Because I can't find that.
Give me a sec.
Okay.
So, Cyril, inventory, add new. There you go. You have it now.
Double checking, make sure it went through, or at least it's usable on my end.
All right, and then
There it is.
for the sake of this, a couple of weeks pass in between when you guys finish these little side quests and finish rebuilding your tavern and when the next story event happens. So unless you guys have something else you want to do, first off, this is going to be where you guys level up from level 2 to level 3.
Yay.
Oh boy.
And second off, can I get 3 D100 rolls and then each of those get plus 10?
What?
From each of us?
Not from each of you, just in general. Whoever wants to roll it, you can. But 3 D100, and then each of those gets plus 10.
Where do I level up the character? Shit, I would swear. Thing that says level up right in front of my face.
Or if you want, I can do the D100s.
Since that much time went by, I'm just gonna hit the long rest button.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys want, I can do the D100s as well.
I forget what book I was going to go for.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just go ahead and do the D100 rolls. Damn. So... Fucking hell, that's a lot. Okay.
Andrew, I forget it. Was I going Zealot?
You wanted to be the damage dealer, right?
I think, if I remember
Then-
correctly, it was...
Then probably Zealot.
So...
Like
Another
a wild
35.
magic.
35. So 130.
I am.
Then yeesh.
I am conflicted.
Then minus 25. So 105. Over the course of the next 10 days, as you guys get toward the end of basically the month of October within Waterdeep, running the tavern turns out to be quite lucrative. You do end up getting a little bit less business towards the end of the month, just as everyone's getting ready for festivals. A lot of people go out to drink more in the different celebrations than at a tavern, so business slows and you actually have to pay off some of the running expenses of the tavern rather than making money. But over the course of the entire 10 days, you make a profit of 105 gold.
Now, do I go necrotic or radiant damage?
Well, we're going to be dealing with a lot of monstrosities, so I don't know which one has advantage, if any.
I don't know either.
I would typically go Radiant, just because less things really resist it.
Okay. Sadly, I don't get primal knowledge because that's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, and that's not the book I'm using.
Right, but anyway, while you guys are finishing up on the level up, we don't have much left in the session itself, so we can handle a lot of this off screen. It is nearing the end of October, getting close to the ever important Liar's Night festival that you were hired to cater for. One evening, as the last of your patrons filters out of the door, you begin counting the coin when suddenly the windows shake. The earth trembles slightly, and you can feel this almost wave of heat pass through the room. You hear this loud, similar to what you heard before as Zardos was leaving your tavern, only much, much larger. A big flash of orange flame lights up the alleyway for a brief moment against the fading twilight before fading once again. There's an echo of a boom across the city as you realize something has exploded just down the street. And that's where we're gonna end off the episode. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode, thank you so much for watching. First off, if you're watching the stream. If you're watching the VOD, please leave a like, keep a comment, subscribe. We're going to be doing these streams every Friday, and then the VODs will come out every Sunday, so keep an eye out for those if you're watching on YouTube. Beyond that, though, thank you guys all so much for watching this one. I appreciate you guys all for watching, and have yourselves a good day.